Reaper's Revenge in Scranton, Pennsylvania has been continuously rated as one of the best haunted attractions in the world. To start off with this review, I would like to say that Reaper's Revenge not only lived up to my expectations, but exceeded them. At the end of October 2019, I was able to go and experience all 4 individual attractions that this place has to offer. As you pass through the wrought iron gates to enter Reaper's Revenge, you start walking down a dirt trail while the song Don't Fear the Reaper plays in repeat on both sides of you as you approach the ticket booth. On their website, Reaper's Revenge does offer discount tickets for certain days, so this would be good if you want to save some money before you go. After buying your ticket at the ticket booth, you must sign a waiver, then you're able to get into line for the hayride. As you wait in line, you're able to buy snacks and hot drinks and watch classic episodes of The Twilight Zone projected on a large screen. This is actually a pretty good idea, as the line can get up to over 2 hours long on some of the busiest nights of the year. After guests are separated into groups, they board the haunted hayride. At this point, guests who don't want to be touched by actors can receive free glow stick necklaces. This actually will ensure at all attractions except for some later ones that they will not be touched or grabbed in any way. The hayride itself is actually a pretty long experience, but it is fairly standard besides that for haunt attractions. There are a few scenes that did genuinely scare me, and the actors were definitely not afraid to get up in my face to deliver an effective scare. Along with this, there were a few points I did not expect, which I of course will not spoil. After the hayride, you leave your wagon to enter the Lost Carnival Haunted Trail. This is the shortest of the attractions, but it is probably one of the most entertaining, especially in terms of the set design. For a haunted trail, the sheer scale of the sets is impressive, and there is no detail or part of the trail that does not have something to notice or look at while walking. As with the hayride, the actors were incredibly skilled at giving an immersive experience to guests, usually interacting with them directly for significant periods of time. At the end of the Lost Carnival, guests will board the same hayride wagons from before and continue with the haunted hayride until they reach the final 2 walkthrough attractions. The first of these 2 walkthroughs is Pitch Black, a fully indoor attraction in complete and total darkness. The story of Pitch Black is that it was once a light bulb factory that is now haunted by ghosts. This is often considered to be the scariest of Reaper's Revenge's attractions, and that is a sentiment I wholeheartedly agree with. While you slowly venture deeper into the factory, the thumping music becomes louder, almost to the point of shaking you with its bass. While this happens, you'll be grabbed from all sides by actors, but those no-touch glow stick necklaces won't save you now, as they've been discarded before entering the walkthrough. Due to this, no one is safe from being grabbed. While set design is fairly minimal, due to the complete darkness, the attractions still remain fairly immersive. I would like to note that when I refer to this attraction being complete darkness, I mean you have no possible way to see where you're going, and you have to feel your way ahead using your hands. I found Pitch Black to be absolutely incredible, as not many attractions have pulled off the sensation of complete darkness this effectively. After completing this roughly 15-minute walkthrough, I made my way to the final of the attractions of the night. The walkthrough, Sector 13, is themed to the aftermath of a bionuclear strike, and the guests must escape to safety. This experience has both indoor and outdoor sections, and was the most interactive and physically intense of any of Reaper's Revenge's attractions, at least from my personal experience. Over the course of the roughly 20-minute experience, I was corralled into a containment cell by guards, shoved against a wall to watch a grotesque experiment, and been the subject of a makeshift surgery. By this point, it likely goes without saying that the makeup, costuming, and acting were all incredible. I did find the set design to be slightly lacking, but this was remedied by how good the actors were. Escaping Sector 13 puts you on the main midway of Reaper's Revenge, which has some food stands, seating, and live entertainment. Overall, I had an incredible night at Reaper's Revenge. My closing thoughts here will be relatively minimal, as I have almost no complaints, for this place is absolutely amazing and incredible. I cannot recommend it enough for haunt attraction seekers and those looking for some good scares.